That's so noisy. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's right. Oh, so we're live. Hello. Why doesn't it do it? Oh, didn't I set it to do a countdown? Hello, everybody, boys and girls.
This is why you don't work with old people.
Yeah. Bit of a bummer, isn't it? Like, yeah, I'm still learning to have more than myself in here. That's pretty impressive, I thought. Just doing that, don't you think? Can't you talk?
No, I can. I actually had to turn the screen on behind the scenes because I was getting the echo. For once, I was the incompetent one, so I don't know. Well, can't take me anywhere.
Yeah, we won't tell anybody that that's actually not just for once.
No, that's right.
Yeah. And look, we might actually have a surprise guest for everybody. What do you think, boys and girls?
Ooh,
would you like to have a surprise guest? Let's just see. Is our guest ready to come in? Oh, yeah, she's just fixing her hair. Yes, all right, here we go. Hello, Maz.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Maz.
Hello.
Happy Halloween.
I was going to put the scary mask on.
Well, it looks like Granny. I'm seeing double.
That's not very nice.
There you are.
That's not very nice at all.
That's not nice, is it? No.
No. But anyway,
she loves it.
I've got something to get back at him with anyway.
We're still Halloween. We've had over 700 kids here.
Oh, wow.
I think I've eaten 700 kids.
Yes, I'm hurt.
All right, let's see who's here. So we've got Rob here. He's waiting for the corpse bride, wondering whether I'm wearing a Halloween costume tonight. Well, no, I'm just coming as myself. And Maz was in the chat, but now she's in the show. And then we've got Sandra. Hi, happy Halloween, Sandra. And I did threaten to haunt Rob. But then he said I already did. So, which wasn't very nice. Here's Mel. Hello, Mel, the bolo hunter. How you going? And we've got Adam, who's saying, hey, old lady, that's enough out of you, whippersnapper. The Michelin man. Indeed. We've got Bax in. Have I been wearing this all day? I have. I've been walking around the house with it like it's like the train on this thing is massive. Like it would go around me 20 times, I think. It's a really, really long one. And I've been walking around with it trailing behind me all day.
You got me excited being hit by a train 20 times.
Hello, Cindy. How are you? Kayfan, how did Octo find 2 costumes that fit over his giant octopus head?
9 brains makes it light work.
So you say. Hello, Bronwyn. How you going? Thank you very much for the lovely message you sent me today. That really made my day. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it disappointed me. She was bloating about it all day.
I didn't bloat about it all day. Not quite. So I've got a little treat for you all, boys and girls, and Maz.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask Octo some questions.
I should have known this before I signed up.
So the first questions I'm going to ask him are going to be easy because you just have to answer yes or no. Okay.
Well, it's a lot easier to breathe in this. Yeah, it's got its own oxygen tank built into it. So, yeah, it won't sound like I've got emphysema every 3 seconds.
And I think, Maz, you can do this too. So you can answer yes or no too after Octo's answered.
All right.
Because, people would like to get to know Octo a little bit better.
What's not to know?
Well, you might be surprised. Okay, question number 1. Would you ever try stand-up comedy?
The only joke that I'm good at is with you, Granny.
That's because I'm the only person that laughs at your joke.
That's not my fault that my humour transcends the 4th dimension.
What about you, Maz?
Yeah, Di?
Would you try stand-up comedy?
I've done it once. That was at a wedding, and that was.
Obviously, it went really well, Maz, because you're not a comedian that I've heard of before.
Yeah, it did. It actually went really well, but no, I got too nervous.
Right. Okay, question.
Would you, Granny?
What do you think, Maz?
I reckon you would.
Try anything once.
The hellhounds are out in force. The hellhounds are out in force.
Oh, dear.
They don't see dogs.
It's not very pretty, this bloody wig, is it?
Oh, it's miles in front of Granny, so you got that going for you, man.
Yes.
I really need to put this on. That needs
makes it, doesn't it? Yes. Except we can't hear a word you're saying.
And I can't breathing it either. So
yeah. All right, question number 2, Octo. Do you consider yourself to be tech savvy?
I consider myself to be a lot of things, an antagonist,
it's supposed to be
a villain, extremely handsome 8-foot octopus, but somewhat tech savvy in my relevant spots. So yeah, I would say lean towards yes.
What are you doing?
Well, we're talking tech savvy here, so
yeah, obviously we can reassure that we know what's gone over there. And I thought Grumpy Granny was confused.
Oh dear.
I'm older than Grumpy Granny. Why are you so
all right, I'll just pop you out, and then you can sort out your little.
And we can sort it out. Okay.
Sort it out.
All right, we'll go back to our riveting TV. Thank you.
Okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
You serious? Look what I'm dressed up as.
You're not very.
Of course
good
I
at
do.
You're not very good at answering.
Of course
yes
I do.
No, are you?
Well, that's right. No, I like the sound of my own voice. You see. Yeah.
Yes.
You need to say something, Granny?
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever won a bet?
I think I lost a bet by coming on with you.
Now I might just have to have a drink after that little comment.
Hello, chat. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself as much as I'm not. I mean, I am.
And I'm sure that Bax is going to ask me what I'm sipping into tonight. So, bit of the old Canadian Club tonight. Okay, next question. Would your 12-year-old self think you're cool?
Of course. I'm like 4 12-year-olds on top of each other. I'm like one of those stand-up skits that you used to see in the movies where the 3 kids are standing on top of each other's shoulders.
I just love that you've got such a low self-esteem.
Well, my self-esteem must be straight at the bottom of the barrel to come on Halloween night.
True. All right. I think we've got Maz. You're right now, Maz, I think. It's right.
Yeah, my iPad, I'm sitting sideways on this bloody iPad, so I don't know.
Oh, right. No, well, it's right way up for us.
As long as you're not upside down, that's all that matters.
That's
yes.
right.
Hold on to the floor if you feel like you're falling on the roof.
Yeah, if you're standing on your head, I'd be worried. Okay. Would you ever do a skydive?
Well, it's a bit hard, at the bottom of the ocean. It's a bit high to go up from the sky.
Well, yeah, but, that's the whole thing, isn't it? You're in the bottom of the ocean, so would you ever actually go up in a plane and jump out?
I suppose if I was going over the ocean, I probably would.
No way.
Just drop back in.
Okay, Maz obviously wouldn't.
No way.
So the next question is, do you like clothes shopping? I know Maz's answer to that.
Yeah.
Too much, unfortunately. Not for myself because not much. Like I've said numerous times that not much fits the octopus, and I have to pretty much go in a trench coat with a hat, like a little bit of a fedora, and a scarf around my neck to make sure no one recognises me because I'm quite standout-ish. But not particularly. There are some clothing brands that I do like. And I have to cut holes in there just obviously fit the tentacles in. But other than that, I probably lean towards no. There's other things I enjoy shopping for.
That word.
Like death rays.
Dangerous word.
What's that? Granny.
Shopping.
No,
Tentacles, yeah. Yeah, I have to
Hey,
really make...
there's no problem with me
Sure,
saying tentacles. I can say it all the time. I've never screwed up.
all right, the next question is, do you think you'd make a good spy?
I'd give myself away.
You wouldn't be very, what's the word?
Inconspicuous.
Yes, that's the one I was trying
He,
to
would,
think
he
of.
wouldn't be, would he?
Well, yeah. Well, no. Who, Maz? If I slithered across your path, you would not. The first thing that pops in your mind, you wouldn't think, "I bet he's a spy."
Oh no, I wouldn't. Know.
That's true. That's true.
So maybe I'll be the world's best spy. Maybe I'll be 888, like 008. Triple eight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
dear.
kind of feel like that even with the trench coat on and the hat and all on, to try and, hide your persona. Yeah, I don't think it, I just don't see that you'd be able to,
No.
sneak in places.
It's the slime trail that I leave behind me that's always the worst thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
the op shop nans, don't like it. Follow me with a mop around the shop, so I have to buy an extra. I have to buy a couple of extra things. Oh, that's right. Well, it's about probably the only time they clean up the op shop, the ones I go to.
Yeah. Taven says, I feel like we're being spoiled. 2 Octo and Granny lives in one day. Indeed, you are.
This is what happens when you sleep deprived, Cat Farm. You agree to 2 lives in one day. Then regret it.
Yeah. Hello, Wendy. Good to see you in.
Hi, Wendy.
Hope you're feeling well. And Baxter saying, make poof sounds like an extreme fire hazard. With all that rustling, don't lean back on the evil pumpkin. No, and it's got a candle in it, the evil pumpkin. So, yes,
That's right.
A little bit,
Oh.
fire hazard.
That's right. I have to keep my tentacles away from it tonight.
Bax says, I'm doing great work on the CC. And Sandra likes a bit of CC too. And Bax says he doesn't drink often, but when he does, he has a CC. Yeah, I don't drink often either. Only, when I do a live. That's the only time I drink.
I do have a question. Why does everyone like CC as opposed to Doritos? I think Doritos are the better chip. I'm quite perplexed.
CC's a bit smoother than Doritos.
Hey, honey. Oh, thank you.
I reckon. Osrali, hello. And Sandra, wine and gin. Wine, gin, and CC, but not together. I should think not.
What is?
Sandra, you'd be on your ear.
Hello, Graham. How are you?
Hello, Graham. Good evening. And Adam says, I'd opt to allocate $100 on AliExpress over spending the same amount on fashion, since I believe all clothing is primarily about branding. You would just want the excuse to go shopping, Adam. Let's face it.
AliExpress wouldn't be the first place that I'd go to. I'd probably go, is it AliExpress or Alibaba the one? Alibaba, I think, is the one that you deal directly with the suppliers. So.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go, what's that, sorry?
Talking of brands, I went into the Salvos this afternoon and looking for some shorts, not for me, but for the store.
Don't mind me, I'm overeating. I have to
And I
relax a little
found
bit.
these pair of shorts that didn't have a price on them. So I looked at I did the comping on them and I thought, yeah, not too bad. Metric sort of works.
Yep.
So I said to the boss, can you go and find what price these are for me, please? So he goes out and he comes back and he says, they'll be $20.
No.
And
For a pair of shorts.
I said, why is that? He said, oh, it's the brand. And I said,
Oh, God. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
no, thank you.
Ridiculous.
Don't mind me, I'm just
G'day,
trying to
Dean.
Don't mind me, I'm just trying to set myself on fire to get over this.
They were pre-owned too. They weren't brand new or tags or anything. No.
Yeah.
Bit
Dean
rude.
missed this morning, but replay was okay-ish.
I know where you live, Dean. If not, I'll find where you live.
We need a bit more excitement than that. Sue's News, hello. GG from Detroit, hello. Sue's News.
Detroit Rock City. I went and seen Kiss a couple of weeks ago. I actually quite
thanks,
enjoyed it.
mate.
Detroit Rock City is one of my favourite songs. So, hello, Sue's
Jeez.
News.
I've never seen a witch get so pampered before in all my life.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't know. I talk you up a little bit, Granny, so I wouldn't
I
talk
got
if I was
great
you.
family, great family. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, we haven't got any more questions in the chat yet for you, Octo, but I just happen to have some more.
No, lucky me.
Lucky you. Okay.
Are you ready to set me on fire yet?
Yeah. So you're all happy to learn some more about Octo? Because I know everybody wants to, find out a little bit more about you.
Yes, please.
Yes. So what was your
Someone
first
does.
job? What was your first job?
It was pretty uneventful, actually. I was a Kmart assistant octopus in the fitting room in the apparel section. And this is a true story, and my first week of working in the apparel section, I had a lovely lady that was very religious inclined. Take that what you will. Read between the lines. And she delegated all the, I can put this delicately, if we had a lot of older ladies that weren't as limber and as flexible as they were and they needed a bra strap assistance, I was the one that had to put the bra strap.
No. Oh my God.
And
Yes,
how
and
old were
that's-
you? 15.
With all
I was 17.
with all your tentacles.
Well,
Oh, I'm glad you said tentacles because definitely there wasn't anything else going on.
well, all I can say is that this actually explains a lot of things about your feelings towards old ladies, doesn't it?
Well, that's right. Well, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes, no, it's definitely scarring. And unfortunately, I do say the old loves that I assisted all those years back are probably no longer with us. Quite honestly, I don't think they were with us a week after I helped them out in the bra section. But
Well, they wouldn't want to admit it because it'd be something they'd be wanting to forget, I dare say.
oh, I don't know. They might like the feel of a slimy tentacle on their back. I don't know. I'll leave that alone.
Yeah. Graham
it
says
was
stop
children
eating
today.
marshmallows.
There was children today when they came and trick or treat. I thought they were my treats.
Didn't they leave you any marshmallows?
Oh, I think I've eaten too much. Look at me.
Absolutely.
And Cindy says, what family does Octo have, including the brother? Yes, his brother lives in Ballarat.
Oh, which one's my brother? Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
What do we call him? What was his name again?
Was it Ralph? It wasn't Ralph, was it? What was it?
I don't know. Your name's
Ralph will do. Yeah, right, Ralph. Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah. So basically, he's been skinned and shedded, and I think he's laying on Judda's floor as a bear rug at the moment because that's he kind of has all those different things. But yeah, no, that's pretty much the extent of my family. Ralph and myself.
Right.
And
That's
Bob.
it.
We can't forget Bob the robot vacuum.
Don't forget Bob the robot vacuum cleaner. Bronny, hi, happy Halloween. I'm new here. Hi, Bronny, good to see you.
I'm new here as well. Please take me with you.
Back says, welcome, Bronny. Rufus, that was it. Rufus, brother Rufus. Well, I'll have to remember that. Octopus bear rug.
That's right. That's all the rage. That's exactly right, K5. That's exactly right.
Okay. What is your favourite animal?
And I'm betting that you're hoping that I say humans because I've got some sort of affinity towards you people. But I don't know. I'm quite partial to sea anemones or sea cucumbers, I think. I'd probably rank them in that order. So, yeah, sea cucumbers, sea anemones, and all the way down here, probably you humans. So.
Well, I think there's a couple of little furry friends in your household that wouldn't be very happy to hear you saying that.
Well, Bob doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Apart from Bob. I wasn't meaning Bob. The furry things, the furry ones.
Oh, the children.
Yes. I can't get my hand out. Oh, that much net, but I can't get my hand out.
I was going to say, she whinges about one hand. Try and deal with 8 of these things and you can't complain to me after that.
Okay, what's your favourite food?
Well, I was going to say old ladies, but I can't say that tonight because the misogynist squad might come after me. But
there's 2 of us in here talking to you, so watch out.
Right. Yeah, probably sushi.
Yes, Maz, what's your favourite food?
Peanut butter.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's no good to me.
I love a peanut butter or a sausage, a barbecued sausage.
Right. Barbecued sausages are okay. Allergic to
Absolutely.
peanuts, so I'm not keen on the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Maz. You just give me an idea.
Cathan wants to know, did you make your costume this afternoon?
What do you mean? Look, this is what I always look like. I have no idea what you're talking about. I always thought this is what I look like.
What word do you hate hearing?
Grumpy granny, hyphenated.
You can't have two words. One word.
I said hyphenated.
No.
Technicality. Go to the adjudicators. Chat. Am I right? If I hyphenate grumpy granny, do I win?
Oh.
And if not, I'll just take either of those, grumpy or granny. No, I hate the word benevolent.
What? Because you're not?
That's right. Well, apparently not.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I thought you were going to say level up, so did Dean.
See, he can hyphenate his word. That's 2 words. I'm going back with my original one, grumpy granny.
Oh, dear. And have you got one that you don't like, Maz?
I'm trying to think. No. I don't think
No?
so.
All right. So, Octo, is there a word that you have difficulty pronouncing?
South Pacific. That's what I always thought. When I was a young octopus, I could never say specific. I always used to say South Pacific. But in further to that, there's a lot of things that I can't pronounce correctly. That's exactly right. Would be one of those. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I don't like. I can't pronounce it. Like hard. I can't get that one out. So being no, I can't be that to people. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I can't pronounce yet. I don't know. Like it has to be specific. That was always a complicated.
Right.
When I was
Okay.
a younger
Yeah.
octopus.
Yes. I must admit, that's probably on my list down a bit further. Phenomenon is my worst.
Yeah, phenomenon. Yeah, that's up there as well. But yeah, like you can always, like we said numerous times, that Grumpy Granny hasn't taught me how to edit. So if I can't say a word in the podcast, you could probably work out what it is. And it makes it a lot more complicated to breathe your air. I need to be underwater to speak properly, which I'm hopefully better tonight. So
yes, when you're back in the water. G'day,
Right.
Scotty. Good to see you. Beck says anaesthetist. That's hard to say. Anaesthetist it is.
Yeah.
That's hard to say sober, impossible drunk.
I agree. Yep.
Well, my other one, very strangely, is ambulance. Yeah.
Sounds like you're singing that. It sounds like you're singing that Black Betty song.
Exactly. If I concentrate, I can actually sort of get it to come out. But if I'm just talking and as normal, it never comes out quite right. So there you go. So, Octo, who is your reselling hero?
I've got lots of heroes. Lots of heroes that probably don't like me anymore. Well, I'm not too sure actually. Like and this is what I said to to Brad and Blake when I spoke to them a couple of weeks ago, that I really don't have any affinity towards YouTubers or anything along to that. So I think.
No. I didn't say YouTubers. I said resellers.
Well, my resellers. I haven't finished my sentence yet, Greg.
Okay.
Always talking over me one way or another.
Always.
But my favourite. Well, there's another old lady talking over me now. Jesus, that's spreading. What I was going to say, my favourite reseller, and I'll use that word as loose as Grumpy Granny hyphenate, would be Steve Jobs, because he was equal parts evil and equal parts genius.
Right. Okay.
And I technically class him as a reseller because he built things and resold them.
Yes, it is. Well, yes, I'll let you get away with that one. What about you, Maz?
I started a couple of years ago watching. I think the first one was Mel. Then I went on to Jazz, and is it Brad?
Brad, yes. Yep.
Yeah, Jazz is the only one that matters.
And then Diary of a Flipper.
Yes.
And
you can only have one, so pick one.
Well, she's hyphenating them as well, Grumpy Granny.
Yes, I'm hyphenating them all.
Yeah.
And there
So
was
this is a new rule that Dean's brought in. Oh, she's gone.
Oh, we've lost her. You disappeared for a minute. You might be on mute, I think.
I can smell something burning. I thought it might have been me. I can smell calamari.
You're on mute, Maz. We can't hear you. You can't hear us either.
That's all right. We'll sign. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next week.
All right. I might just pop you back out and see if you can get that. See if you can get it sorted. And give me the thumbs up when you can hear us.
Oh damn! I thought you were talking about me. Oh, I can't hear you, Granny.
No.
What were you saying? Sorry.
Okay. Well, hang on a minute. We'll catch up with the chat first. Dean says that I love tentacles. Yes.
That's one word she can't pronounce.
Skip the ambulance and call a hearse, says Rob. No, Rob. Tell you what, Octo is number one, your favourite reseller hero. Check is in the mail. That's why we watch Just for Jazz. Brad, just too much eye candy.
Yeah, well, Brad is very aesthetically pleasing for a human, I suppose.
I actually I'm not a beard person, but I actually quite like him with his beard.
Yeah, well, don't tell him that. He's got a big enough ego as it is.
And, I reckon by this time next year, it'll be grey enough that he'll actually be able to play Santa Claus.
I haven't checked his beard. I'll have to go back to the video where we had a chat with him.
Okay, what time do you usually wake up in the morning, Octo?
8:08.
Oh, I knew that was coming. What is your favourite type of music?
Deep sea blues. Where the sounds just go like just bubbles blowing. Or whale sounds. Whale sounds is like slightly less annoying than your human pop music.
You sound like a bloody whale now.
That's what I said. That's my second choice. Because
what were you afraid of as a child?
It's a tight between number 1 and 2. So number 1 would be my genius and my obviously really, really ridiculously good lookingness, and also would be my mother, or now Nana Octopus, is a wooden spoon.
Yeah, that's a legitimate one, I think. Yes.
Because I've got eight tentacles and she's got 8 tentacles. She can catch up just as quickly as I can. So.
Wooden spoon in each one, you reckon?
That's right. That's exactly right, yeah. Nightmare fuel.
Dear.
An octopus with eight wooden spoons.
Yes, that is a scary thought, I can tell you. What's one subject you would like to learn about?
How to be nice to people without insulting them.
That would be a long course.
I was about to say, apparently you get insulted over the slightest things, you humans.
Yes, that's true. I wonder, it might actually be hard to try and find someone willing to teach you that too.
Well, that's right. Well, Uncle Wayno's tried numerous times and failed. He's given up. He's given up. He's actually given up on his YouTube channel and he's moved over to another movie channel.
Yes.
That's how much he's given up on me trying to be taught manners.
Yes. Indeed. What's the stupidest dare you've ever agreed to?
Well, Uncle Wayno asked me to do a podcast with an old lady.
Are you going to blame it on Uncle Wayno?
Oh, hey, Uncle Wayno.
Right.
Sorry, guys. Trouble with the internet.
Right. Okay.
That's all right. Well, I normally have trouble with old ladies as well, so I can sympathise.
Where are we up to? What is the one thing you regret spending money on?
I don't know if I can say this one.
Oh, dear.
It's going to be very controversial, and I apologise in advance for all those people that I upset. But it would be my SS Commodore.
Oh, oh dear.
Yes. You wish you'd bought a Ford, don't you?
Well, no, Didn't which one? Oh well, I wish I didn't buy my current car actually, because Brad and Jazz would know it blew up when I was supposed to go down there and visit them last year, and they had that Two Aussie Thrifters Open Day, where they just put all the resellers in a bus and treated them like livestock and like a zoo.
Herded them around all the op shops.
No,
for the
that's
day.
right. That's exactly right. Yeah, so it was like a little petting zoo, reseller petting zoo. That's what it was.
And what about you, Maz? Is there one thing that you regret spending money on?
Lots of things, like 2 years worth of learning what to sell on eBay.
So in other words, your
That
ex-death pile.
whole pile, yeah.
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
Yes. I think a lot of people would agree with that.
So, Maz, just out of curiosity, what do you align yourself with? If I said, all right, you never had to work again and money was not an issue, what would you enjoy? What would you do?
I'd love to cruise.
Well, you can't resell cruises, but I suppose you could. but do you have any like collections of thimbles or other things that old people in nursing homes use? Or?
Yes, yeah, I have a collection of sea glass.
But the reason why I asked that for is because that's what I think people should start reselling it. Like, if you really enjoy sea glass, for example, start researching that and obviously working out how you would sell that and move that on. So I don't know what the market's like.
I've looked at that. Yeah,
there is a good market for art glass. Yes,
there's a good market for sea glass in America, not so in Australia.
Well, if you could work out how to get it over there safely without it shattering, you could even reach out to me and I could have some octopuses transported across. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that people should really if they enjoy and Granny and I were talking about this morning. If you enjoy collecting Funko Pops, start selling Funko Pops. Because that like your sea glass, for example. You probably know that back to front, so you know what to look for, what kind of grades there are, and all those different things. That, like I said, I don't know the market, so I can't comment on that respect. But that would be something that I would be going to.
Australia, I'd definitely have to internationally sell that.
Well, take a photo of what you look like now and be the crazy sea glass lady.
Yeah,
market yourself that way.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
That's how we've got Granny into peddling coffins. We just took a photo of what she's like now, and then the coffins fly off the shelf.
But maybe, glass is certainly a thought though, because I know art glass sells well. I did sell a few pieces of like paperweights and clown statues and stuff like that, which weren't actually quite too bad to ship. Like, they were okay, but it was the plates and things that were a bit more difficult that I didn't like packing.
But when you get everything back into order, man, maybe that's something you could look into. Just start researching it and see where you can get it locally, or if you could tee up with some people that get struck by lightning. And because sea glass is that the lightning that hits the sand? Is that what it is? Or am I thinking something else?
No, sea glass is the stuff that is chucked overboard, and then it just gets beaten with the waves and the sand, etc.
Oh, so it's eroded like Granny.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Rightio.
Look,
all right, everyone, good. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.
You never know. You could find a piece that came off the Titanic, really. Like, in essence.
Well, yes.
Oh, I found a piece that came off the Titanic. Which side are you on this time, Granny?
Oh, dear. Itchy face.
Hey! I got 3 of those. Everyone thinks I'm being Everyone thinks I'm being polite, but these are my middle tentacles on each hand. On each.
No, I totally understand what you're getting at, though, Octo. It's definitely something that I have tried to sell actually online, but not in Australia. Internationally.
Yeah. But maybe that's how you market yourself, right? Like, because I think it all comes down to, like I said, how you market yourself and, what separates you from the others. Like, you could go for an Australiana vibe, say, hey, look, this is all sourced locally from, then go from an environmental point of view as well, saying, environmentally sourced from the Australian coast.
Yeah, I did make up a website called Southern Shores Sea Glass, and basically that's sea glass that you do find in the Pacific on Australia shores or New Zealand shores or any of the island shores in the South Pacific, basically. So it's wanted. It's very, very different. Northern Shore sea glass, very different. And
well,
is
like would it be
well.
worth taking it up a step, right? Like, I'm not suggesting you go out and get a liquor license, but that would it be worth selling the sea glass bottles? If it's obviously fine to if it's sealable, but maybe gin or something like that, make it more boutique, make it separate yourself from that. Like, I'm not saying that you have to do it, but this is what I'm saying. This is what you probably need to look at just to take it to that next level. Is that we put in olive oils or something along those lines. That obviously you'd have to work out all the regulations and stuff. But this like I said, that the sea glass back to front, you just need to take it to that next step to make it.
Yeah. Bottles of sea glass with Southern Shore Sanders is also a good seller. I've got stacks of stuff to my right and at the back in those shelves here, and bottles and bottles and bottles of sea glass and marketed properly.
And given that, I mean, to my mind,
wouldn't sell it on eBay.
Yeah, but to my mind, because you do know so much about the sea glass, in essence, you know a lot about glass.
She's trying to get you to make a sea glass bong for him, Maz.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I suppose we laugh about it, but there's probably a market out there for that. There's a lot of.
There'd be a good market for that.
There would be.
That's what I'm saying. But you just need to make it like that. Like. Well, I'm not saying that specific one, but maybe sea glass crack pipes or something.
Well, she could get away with a witchy costume doing that, couldn't she?
Right.
Yeah,
but I suppose because we were talking about today, Maz, with eBay being a bit flat, but Etsy might be something you might want to look at with homemade supplies and stuff.
It's more along that line, definitely. It's more in the craft side.
But once you get it, once you build your status up on Etsy, then you start dropping in, business cards for your overseas orders and say, hey, look, redirect them to my website for a 15% off discount or something like that. So then, you can have your wider range and stuff like that. So
Scotty says he's not ever going to step away from what he sells. He enjoys it, and it's instilled in me from movies and cartoons I get to watch every day.
I think it's called. Isn't it called hentai, Scotty? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
I put that into eBay during COVID when I just wanted to try something different. And
is it we talking about bong still, or are we talking about something else?
That was in my early days.
Yeah, it's very hard to smoke seagrass under the water, unfortunately. So
that's why you came out on land, isn't it?
Well, that's right. They come to see you, Maz. Because I wanted to see your sea glass bongs.
I'll have to make you one.
Graham is asking Scotty. Go on.
I was going to say anything to make Granny look better, but hey, you talk over me.
Oh, that's just.
She
cool. Oh,
she loves it. Like I keep telling you, she doesn't need to dress up like a 90-year-old woman to impress me. She just needs to just put a green screen up, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, rightio. So, Graham wants to know, Scotty, is it die-cast cars that you sell? Sandra says, stop the clean up the beaches campaign. That's right. Leave the sea glass there. Yes. Dean, selling stuff I love is good, as I know the category, but my collection grows so much. Yeah. I guess that's a bit of a thing if you're going to hoard too much of it for your own purposes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does help when you sell stuff that you love.
Well, Granny and I were talking about this today after the live, is that I tend to sell things that I collect, but I price it up so that if it sells, I'm happy with it to go.
Yeah.
Then obviously it just clears it out from that perspective, because otherwise, like you said, you're going to turn into a hoarder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, agree.
I collect toilet rolls.
Scotty says he did at one stage when he got a lot in bulk, but it was vintage stuff. Nothing at the moment. I think he only has monster trucks on the card to list. Oh, here we go. Orders already, Maz. Adam
See,
would
look at
like
this,
to
man.
buy a sea glass
would-
bong.
I spawn.
Yeah. Orders already. One for Octo, one for me, one for Adam. That's 3 already.
That's right. I got some mean seagrass I can give you all.
Oh God! This
Graham
is a
says he's got
very
thousands of die cast, but that's his own collection.
very naughty podcast.
Yeah. Sandra collects books, we know.
Sell the
So
book,
does-
Sandra.
Yeah, so does Adam. We know. Octo, just get short. Hang on, Octo. Just short the battery on the gopher and walk away. Hey, that's not very nice. Not very nice. So I've got a couple more questions for you.
Oh,
But I do want to ask you.
What did I do? What did I do to get this level?
Oh,
of
look, this
punishment?
is retribution for lots of things. I'm just loving this. So
Yeah,
the next question I've got is, are you listening carefully instead of
I am.
fidgeting? Good.
I'm trying to rearrange my head so I can see.
Rearrange.
Having 2 sets of painted on eyes is quite complicated.
Have you ever gone viral online?
Not for the right reasons.
What?
So I went and seen a doctor once, and he gave me some antibiotics and cleared it up. Is that what you're talking about?
Not quite.
No,
Not quite.
no, I haven't. Yeah, like numerous times that I've been to the local post office and they've treated me like a celebrity, but that's pretty much the extent of my virality.
Okay. All right. So you
What about
say.
yourself, Grumpy Granny?
Oh, look, well, I do believe that one of our current podcast episodes doing extremely well, which is wonderful. So that's very
I just
very
wanted to die. I just wanted to stop. It keeps going up every time I check the bloody things. It's up another 100 views, which is
I
you know,
know.
not a lot in the grand scheme of the YouTube space, but for a channel
Yes.
that's got 350 subscribers,
It's a
quite
lot for us.
extraordinary.
Yeah. But there is a reason for that,
What's that?
because
we're
every
looking?
time, every time everything quietens down, someone else has then got to come in and say something about it. And that just sparks it up again. And then people
Yeah.
don't know. So they start asking, and then they come and find, if they do a search on YouTube, they find our video
Yeah,
and
so
they start watching it.
yeah, so long story short, our video is being recommended by every time someone punches out a video talking about the sad state of affairs at the moment.
Yes.
Which like our video
It's
really didn't
our review
like,
video, our original one.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but
Yeah.
I do like the sound of my own voice. But I think it's the case that, and I don't know how the algorithm works with YouTube, but the current events, and I'll leave it at that. Everyone can work out what I'm talking about. Our video really didn't, we provided, what I thought was a legitimate and honest review as a whole, opposed to any one particular person or persons. It wasn't pointed towards anyone. It was just more or less, a love letter to try and make things better from our perspective.
Yeah.
How that reflects on the back end of videos of people, bleeding their hearts out and all these different things. I have no idea. There's an octopus without a heart. It's got me stumped. I don't know. But that's pretty much what it is. So I think it's because we used the key words of those two people in the title. It's triggering that, and because the people keep viewing it,
definitely.
it's shooting it through. But like I said, it's kind of a misrepresentation. For example, that video that was released by this morning from Mel. Our video has nothing to do with that, not in isolation, right? But when I look at the back end from YouTube, it's actually been recommended on the back of that video. So
well, I imagine it would be. Yeah.
So, but like I said, it's nothing, towards anyone particular and all those different things. But it is what it is. We all we wanted was a change for the better. And if it does change for the better in the new group, well and good. Like I said, that we can rest our laurels high, thinking that we did try to make change for the for the positive for the community. We weren't taking the pot shots or thinking that we were better or we knew all the answers. It was just a case that we tried to voice our honest opinion, and we'll just leave it at that. So
yeah. And look, with your fame this morning, ADHD Dave popped in.
That's right. I did see that. That what was his name? That lifestyle reseller or life of a reseller. That
Blake,
insignificant. That insignificant. Whatever, Blake. He got a bit fanboy from my understanding.
I reckon there was someone that was a bit even more excited than he was.
Who was that?
Myself. Yeah, I don't know. Not looking at anyone in particular.
Who were you looking at? The pumpkin.
Yeah, the pumpkin. Yeah.
I don't know.
Pumpkin.
Like I watched him a couple of times. Like I do enjoy Dave's videos. I do watch Trash the Cash, but like I said before, resellers don't really, YouTubers don't really faze me. So you're all insignificant in the eyes of the octopus.
Exactly. That's so you say. So you say. All right, only got a couple to go. Okay.
Make
What
this
is your
suffering end.
What is your hidden talent?
God.
Well, I could tell you, Granny, but your show would be cancelled for inappropriateness. Well, I think it would be fitting into small spaces, such as this costume and the one I was wearing this morning.
Yeah, I think so. I quite agree with that. G'day, Jane. Good to see you. Okay. So how do you normally answer the telephone? If you don't know who's ringing.
Oh, okay. Well, it really depends if I'm on the land or underwater, Granny. If I'm underwater, I'm like. If I'm on the land, it's like, what do you want?
You do not.
Right, well, I do. Like, you can attest to this, Granny. You ring me all the time, and I was like, what do you want?
Yeah, but you know who it is when I ring.
Well, unfortunately, I do, but yeah, it's no different to how I normally answer the phone.
I've got a question.
And speaking of Maz was my little stalker this afternoon. She rang me like 16 times.
I was.
Yeah, she was like, she seen my YouTube this morning, and she was going off. She's like, what number one fan? She was trying to knock Blake off the perch.
I was lonely, Octo.
Yeah, she did. Maz actually rang me too, and unfortunately, I was at the checkout in the supermarket.
Yeah,
and it was in my pocket going off.
She was playing checkout chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Octo was driving. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
There's lots of speed humps in school zones, I'll tell you that. Yeah, and there's a lot of screaming after it as well for some reason. But
tell me, does anybody play with not prank callers, those
scam callers?
Yeah, does anybody play with them?
Oh, I do sometimes. Yes.
I'm having so much fun.
It is. It's great fun. You've got to be in the mood to do it, I think. But if I'm in the mood, yes, because I try to get them to hang up on me.
Oh, my favourite.
That's not a hard game for me, Granny.
Yeah, my favourite was the other day when this guy rang and I kept on saying hello. He got so angry with me, and what did he say? What did he say? He said something like, oh shit, and hung up.
Well, my best last one that I toyed with a little bit because it was just after I'd had my surgery and I was in Melbourne, and everything here at the house was turned off. So the modem and everything was switched off at the power point. And so she rings me and this person rings me and she's going, someone is using your internet, your NBN. They're using it to hack and they're doing really bad things using your internet. This is what she's saying. And of course, I'm lying in bed, high on drugs, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So I just kept playing with it. Really? Oh, no. Do you think I should ring the police? And then in the end, I said, oh, look, I'll let you off because I actually believe that I turned everything off at the PowerPoint. And she hung up on me for some reason. So, last question. Octo, have you gone to sleep?
Is Octo asleep?
I think he's either that or he's passed out.
This level of excitement, keeping me on my edge.
Yeah.
I'm glad this costume's full of helium. Hopefully it'll float away.
Your voice hasn't changed like it does when you're inhaling helium, though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where is the strangest place you've ever travelled to?
I could say Judda's house, but I'll leave him off the hook. I don't know. I don't know. What's the worst place I've been to?
No, I didn't say worst. I said strangest.
Oh,
well, you can make it the worst if you want. But...
Well, I was going to say the Kiss concert because there was a lot of very unaesthetically pleasing nans there, flashing a lot more skin than I was hoping for. So.
Yeah, we know you loved it. You loved that concert.
Oh, I love the concert, not the dance.
So that's your answer, is it?
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I'll
about
go
you,
with Judda's
Maz?
house.
What about you, Maz? Where's the strangest place you've travelled to?
Not too many strange places. Most places I go to, I've sort of sussed out, so they're not really strange. But, no, I haven't. No, actually, I haven't been to
No strange
strange
places.
No.
Donald would have to be out there, wouldn't
it?
What was that?
Donald, he said, which is where I live.
Never been to Donald.
It's a lovely little town.
Yeah.
There's some lovely people that live there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's full of people that start with the first name Ronald. Kind of gives you
my dad's name was Ronald.
Oh, well, that's right. Well, he was obviously the wrong McDonald, wasn't he?
Caven says, I would have to say good. Do you
funny.
decide which tentacle to answer the phone with?
That's funny.
Oh, well, it's always a constant thing. Like, answering the phone within 3 rings. Yeah, the tentacles are a lot complicated. They try and work themselves out. So
right, okay, yeah. Some people wouldn't believe you. Graham says the strangest place he's travelled to is Victoria. That's enough of that.
That was good.
Yeah. Adam says it's like a comedy show that takes me back to the days when I'd go and see my grandma in the retirement palace. Yeah. I must say there hasn't been too much reselling. Sandra's dad's name was Ronald too.
Well, there you go. There's a couple of clowns running around.
Obviously. No, well, my Ronald's not running around anymore.
I don't know. It's Halloween. Anything could happen.
Well, that's very true. That is very true. He might make a visit. I might hear his little wheelie walker rattling up the driveway.
That's right. And if it does, lock the door, put the salt on the ground.
Well, yes, I've actually heard it quite a few times after he passed away. I heard it quite often.
Oh.
And then, but then because he used to come and visit me every day. And like he'd always like say, "Oh, do you want anything down the street?" And he'd go down and get stuff for me when I had little kids. But yeah, strangely enough, once I got Mum to come and live with me, it stopped. So I am firm belief that was him annoying the crap out of me until I got her to come and live with me because he was worried about her being around.
So obviously, you're worried about your dad harassing you and annoying the crap out of you, but you do it easily to me.
You love it.
Yeah.
It's called contracts, Maz. I don't know if you've. Granny's got me over a barrel.
Yes,
she's
exactly.
a mean negotiator. I
am. Yep. I signed him up to a long-term contract, and
right. I get paid.
I get paid extremely well for doing this. So let me tell you.
That's right. I have to pedal hair rollers as well as part of the contract.
Did you guys ever get your donuts?
No, not a one.
No. So we haven't. Well, sorry, I have sold out. I have very big news, man. You'll have to come in really close. You have to come really close. Come in. I got my first viewer sale today.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm in the leagues of Commonwealth Picker and all the other people that sold out to their viewership and don't sell on eBay anymore. So look at me go.
Look, I won't tell you that I had a viewer sale 6 months ago, but anyway, I won't say that.
Well, I don't sell on eBay. I just live off the YouTube revenue.
Yeah. No, he did. He did get a viewer sale today, and very exciting.
Well done, you then.
Yes.
That's right. Well, I do apologise in advance to the lovely lady that bought something off me. Hopefully, it's not slimy and wet when you get it.
You'll have to start doing what sold videos, Octo, so that you can actually shout out the people that are buying things in your store.
Well, that's right. Well, that's going to be a very short video, isn't it? Thank you, Erica. This is what you bought.
Yeah.
Pick and pack video, please.
Yeah. Sandra's dad's 93, her Ronald, and he doesn't run very far either.
Well, so. There's no time like the present, Sandra. I'm 88, and I slither around quite limber for an older octopus. So maybe your dad and Mike can hit the running track together and see what we can do.
Yeah.
Give Chris Furlong a taste of his own medicine.
Bit of marathon training, you reckon?
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty good. That would be. Well, people, you're very quiet. I'm a bit worried about them. They're all just extremely quiet.
They're probably all here to get a piece of the octopus.
Yeah, exactly. They must be awestruck, I think. They don't even know what to say. Sandra says a strange place she's been to is Kingunya. What's at Kingunya?
Kingunya.
Sandra, do tell. And Dean says stuffed toys with rollers and gun.
Hey, like we've already made deals with our Alibaba suppliers, so we've sold out to the nth degree.
Mm-hmm.
Although my first point of call when we do get monetized is obviously to get Granny some golden hair rollers, so she'll be like, the Nena version of Alan Joyce, and I'll not Alan Joyce. What's the radio? Is it Alan Joyce?
Neil Mitchell.
What's the the golden microphone guy?
Oh, John Laws.
John Laws. We'll go with John Laws, and I'll get myself a new octopus. I don't know. We'll just say with John Laws.
Microphone.
Yeah. Then I'll probably get another octopus dressing.
Do you know what I think you should get when you get rich and famous off YouTube? Is get
a cabin that sponsors me out in the woods that sells short and bubble wrap. Is that what I should buy?
I was kind of thinking more like a replacement for Bob that you can voice activate and turn him off.
Well,
so instead of having to get up,
I could just yell out to the dog to kick it.
Bob's his robo vacuum cleaner, Maz, by the way.
Okay. Now I understand.
Yes.
Yeah, so Grumpy Granny gives me a list of chores to do before we go live on a Thursday, and I just give her the old treatment of yes, I've already done it, and 15 seconds later we hear Bob rolling down the hallway.
Yes, people would be surprised to know, because I'm supposed to be the old infirm one, but every time we go to do our live or our podcast, I've got a list of about 5 things that I have to remind him to do before we start. So and generally, the worst one he's at is pressing the record button for the podcast.
Yes, yeah. Was it last Thursday that we were talking for about 5 minutes before we realised we weren't live?
It was.
That's right. That was always a good.
It was.
Yep.
Oh, Caitlin's quiet because he's at work. Well, that's fair enough. Sandra, maybe 6 people live there at the Kingunya pub. Well, I suppose at least it's not that place they've made a what's that that's on Netflix at the moment, that outback place, Larimer, is it, where the bloke went missing?
Oh.
There's about 6 people that live there, I think. Bronwyn's cooking and eating dinner. Despite all expectations, she cannot do 3 things at once.
Well, Bronwyn, you can just put it down to you're a lady, so we won't hold that against you.
Is it Halloween in America now?
Yes. Like very, 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 very early. It's like 4 a.m.
Very early.
Yeah. Dean says, call them alive pile toys.
They're a pile of something.
Yeah. Makes me think of a different type of pile.
Oh, she's gone again.
She has gone again.
This is why you don't work with old people. Not far from Woomera, there used to be a stop in the Stuart Highway, and now the train. Oh, who's in the background? You got Simon Cowell in the background.
Who's the handsome devil in the background there? She's probably gone mute again. She won't be able to hear us. Yeah.
No, she's too busy being serenaded. Oh, look, she's got a whole party of people behind her.
Yes.
She's brought her own fan club. Look at them
go. All right. Well, I'll just pop you back out and see if you can get yourself on live again.
I was right. Kate
is a she. Yes, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, you leave that alone. They identify as a she, so you leave them.
Yes, I'll have to learn to do that. Yes. Sandra says it's not far from Woomera. Oh, well, that says a lot, doesn't it? Used to be a stop on the Stuart Highway, on the Sturt Highway. Now the train and the road don't even make it there. Oh, that's a bit sad, isn't it?
Woomera is a cesspit, so I can only imagine what this other place is like.
Yeah. Adam says, I'm quiet because I'm trying to work out if I should get Uber Eats or save $10 on delivery and walk 500 metres to the pickup.
Well, I have seen your listing style, Adam, and I will strongly suggest that you walk the 500 metres. So
yes.
Maybe take some photos where you're out.
under the lights outside. Jane says, drafting and listening, been unwell and really behind the eight ball. Oh, Jane, that's very sad to hear that, but I feel for you because it's hard when you're unwell and you still have to work. Very tough.
All right,
very
feeling better soon.
Yes.
Oops, she's back.
She's back. Yeah,
She's still talking about what she was talking about before. Jeez. we want to know who's in the background. You got your own little fan club built in.
When you angle it a little bit, there's a bloke.
Yeah,
Who is it?
There's the other way.
Yeah.
There's two of them. Oh yeah.
Who is it?
That? George Clooney.
Oh. Can send him over.
These eyes are painted on. These eyes are painted on, and I can still see who it is.
Yeah.
Gave him to me for my 70th birthday.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that sitting.
Yeah.
I could think of a couple of spots I could put one of him. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm pretty sure you two can calm down, please, because this is. I have to talk to you two about the birds and the bees.
Some men age well, don't they?
They age really well. Yes.
Well, wait till you see the octopus, Maz. You can't get better than this. It's perfection. Mwah!
Scotty says he does the same. Yeah, well, okay. Listing last of the books I have in this office. Well, look, I tell you what, the day has never come when Adam is going to list the last of his books. I can assure you of that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well done,
Octo is yawning his head off.
That's right.
Oh, we're boring him again.
Yeah.
You didn't. What do you mean again? You haven't stopped.
Oh, good one.
Oh dear.
He's quick. You're very quick. You're good.
Yeah, I'm sucking in some oxygen. No, not you. You're the opposite of good. She was just admiring how good looking I am.
I'm very quick at responding.
He's inhaling. It's going to his head or something.
Well, that's right. Well, I'm full of hot air at the moment. Look, you can see.
I know you're full of it, mate.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, I am full of it. Yeah, just ask 3 or 4 YouTubers.
Someone love you, Octo. Ashamed it's just yourself.
never be ashamed, Graham. Like I said that.
Grandpa Granny, you'd break a leg putting it above the bed. Oh dear, that just I'm not even going to go there.
The visual, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there because otherwise.
She's getting a bit hot under the collar, and it's not menopause.
Yeah, I might break into a laugh, and I won't be able to stop. I won't be able to stop giggling. If that, yes, okay. All right, change of subject now.
Yeah.
Thank you, please. Anyone?
Sandra Beach imagery, yes.
No, we said change the subject. We said change the subject, not keep going.
We could talk about imagery.
Where's Scotty? He's normally good for randomness.
Yes, he usually is. Yes. Or Bax. Where's Bax gone? He's gone. He must be just lurking in the background there. We've got 25 lurking, I believe. Bronwyn says, poor Octo needs his beauty sleep. Mind you, when I was a scuba diver in my younger days and did night dives, that was when all the octopuses came out.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we can also be called octopi as well, if you like.
Oh, that's not a thing. And the trouble is he's been spending too much time with the humans during the day.
The boring ones by the looks of it.
He's sleeping at night.
Yes, that's when he should be crawling around, slithering around.
That's right. The op shops don't open at night time. That's why I have to stay through the day.
Sandra wants to. Oh, hang on. Sandra wants to know. Tell us why you won't sell sea glass on eBay.
Why I won't?
Why you wouldn't?
Why wouldn't I? I don't know whether there's a market for it. Never tried.
Well, maybe worth checking out. You never know.
Could be worth could be worth it.
Just don't tell Sandra because then she'll go and buy some to sell on eBay.
Calm down, Sarah. Go back to buying your calamari rings and your sushi sticks.
Technically, Capon said she's working and laughing her butt off.
Well, at least you're having a good time, K-Farm.
Yeah, I'm glad we're keeping you entertained. That's very, very good that we are keeping you entertained. I say. Oh, where's all the... I've lost the... Oh, there we go. I've lost the chat. I'm back.
That's not the only thing you've lost.
You watch out, or I'll be kicking you out of the. Oh, I can do that, can't I?
That's right. Please do.
So,
No,
Granny,
I'm just.
you're dressed as Bride of Frankenstein, are you?
Yes. Well,
But
it's
at the
kind
moment, she'll take anyone. It doesn't have to be Frankenstein.
I know. Well, see, because like where I live, we don't have anywhere where you can go and buy costumes or anything,
Yeah.
and I haven't
Well,
been
husband by the looks of
anywhere.
it.
I haven't been anywhere big enough that's got place, somewhere I could buy something for Halloween. So I was like rating my. Anyway, I was going to. Well, the truth of the matter is, I wore this morning, and then the idea was I was going to come as a Chinese lady tonight. I've got a proper, authentic, old-fashioned, like a vintage hat.
We're not in enough trouble as it is. We're not in enough trouble as it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. But it's up on top of the cupboard, on the top of my bookcase, and I bloody can't reach it.
Yeah.
So there it had to stay. So I had to put this back on.
Bride's fine.
Next year I'll
Well, I'm
do
glad it
something
gets-
completely different.
That's right. She might be entertaining.
Octo was once a great empire in the birth of our planet.
That's right. He knows what's going on. He knows where I know where he lives.
Oh, well, yeah.
A lot of people are working, aren't they? You're a nurse, if Granny tells me correctly, Sandra. Is that correct?
No, not at all.
She's not a nurse.
No, she works at night time, but she's not a nurse. Supposed to be working, but very distracted.
Oh,
so she works at
that Josh character, like that one that's always enjoyed. Maybe she works in the same club.
Wow, maybe.
Maybe opposite sides.
Yeah, no, I will. No, she's not a pole dancer or anything like that. So I'm sure Sandra won't mind me saying.
I was going to say a karaoke club. Thank you.
Because I'm sure that Josh, because he keeps disappearing at night time. I'm sure he's actually a stripper. I did think he was perhaps a security guard, but no, I think he might be actually a stripper.
Could be an escort.
Could be an escort.
This conversation's gone off at the rails, hasn't it? Jeez. That poor guy's not even here to defend himself.
She's not actually at her job. She's actually listing on eBay. She's supposed to be listing on eBay. But yeah, she actually works at a taxi cab call center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so when they have events over in Adelaide, it gets very busy for her.
Okay. So she's the one that hangs up on you when you ask her to get picked up.
Yep. Octo Emperor without clothes as he sold them all. Haha.
Nothing fits me.
No, Dean. Am I dressed up? No, this is just what I know.
I've been asking the same question,
I've
Dean.
got my rollers in. I thought I excelled myself. Yes, supposed to be
the
listening.
makeup. Got your makeup on.
Lippy, most important. Dean, GG, and Octo getting married. Oh, Dean, GG, and Octo getting married. You're a guess. I think that's a guess.
Well, look at this. Obviously, I'm my Sunday finest. So Granny's obviously dolled up to the nines.
Your little sailor suit on.
Wait, I've got to pull up my little dress bit. I don't know what you call it. Wait a second. You can't see, but I got a little bow tie on.
Oh, have you?
What are you talking about?
Where'd you get the outfit from?
I'm not wearing an outfit. This is what I look like at night time.
That's your night.
Haven't you heard of bioluminescent octopuses and say that, Granny? You trip up on that word.
That's a hard one.
Well, it's not too hard. It's a bit soft. I need to go back to Build-A-Bear. It's a bit floppy at the moment.
Where'd you get it from? Seriously.
Oh, I'm hurt, Granny. She doesn't think I'm a bioluminescent octopus that wears a sailor suit. I'll have you know, Maz, this is my Sunday finest.
I'm amazed you found something big enough to fit over your head.
Well, are you saying I've got a big ego? Jeez, that's a bit rude. Well, this is the first time we have a guest on your channel, Granny, and she berates me.
Yeah, well, you're certainly not lacking in self-esteem, I say.
No, that's right. That's right. Oh, well, I'm starting to like myself a little bit less now because this lovely lady you've brought on to give me a taste of my own medicine.
I'm just
This is the second time today an old lady's had a go at me.
I'm intrigued to find something big enough to go over that body, though.
Well, this body is ripped, I'll have you know.
It's a massive body. It's just amazing.
Mm.
I don't know. No, hopefully you're not picturing me as George Clooney. Getting really excited in that. I think George Clooney and look at George Clooney. He's got this and all what he's got plus some.
That's enough.
No,
Oh dear.
I love it. Well done.
Adam asked Sandra working a call centre, and she said she talks to the drivers.
I thought she said talks to the divers.
Well, maybe she talks to divers too.
I was going to say, maybe you need to branch out to the mafia, Sandra. You could deal with the outsourcing of the cement boots or something.
Dean wants to know, is that Octo's way to drown GG?
Yeah. She could talk underwater with a mouthful of marbles, Dean.
Oh, no. And look, I practice every day in the shower. I hold my breath so that I can last longer and longer and longer. Because one of these days we're actually going to do either the live or the podcast from underwater.
Underwater, yeah. Good one.
I just need to learn to hold my breath.
You're making it sound like a cut price radio show where they get the bottom of the pool at the local club.
Yeah, it is.
That'd be worth watching.
It would. So, Octo, do tell what's been your best sale over the last week. Not necessarily your best one, but your favourite one.
I don't know if I've got favourites. I do enjoy ones that are quite easy that I just slap in a box and off it goes. I did sell a Funko Pop for $700, I think it was, or $600, $700. Yeah, that was good to get that out of the door. But
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, something similar like that. Yeah, you just put it in a box and put some padding around it, make sure it goes off the place. But anything that involves more than 3 seconds of thought and packaging, it just annoys me. So that'll probably be the best one.
Very good. Very good. Well,
I've been looking. Maz?
Yes, Maz.
You look like a bit of a serial killer. What's your favourite kill of the week?
My favourite kill of the week was eBay. No, I didn't sell one.
So eBay's normally the one that kills people, not the ones that get killed.
eBay. No, I didn't sell one thing last week. I'm still in the doldrums. Still in the doldrums. I them yesterday, and actually I chatted with 3 people and got the same answer. Can't do a bloody thing until all those
defects fall
bad
off.
defects come off.
Yeah. And like I was saying this morning, Maz, is you probably need to start sourcing very cheap trinkety items that will sell quickly. Like maybe dollar Hot Wheel cars and sell them for $5 or something like that. Just
even like some of the op shops had those like things like the Ushies, the little packets, the little squeegee figures that you get. I mean, you can sell them for a couple of bucks.
I've been selling them for kids as bubble gum. Especially toddlers. Toddlers love them.
No, seriously though, what I'm thinking of doing is just I'll keep on adding to the store. I'm not going to go crazy with my sourcing, but just keep on adding to the store some decent brands, and just bide my time until they drop off naturally. I'm not going to waste all my time. I'm just going to let them drop off. I just seriously don't understand why you've got to wait 12 months for these damn things to go. I just
like you've got the right mindset, man. Is that you're wanting to get better, but a lot of people that fall into this category are normally shit people. Pardon my French, but they really don't particularly care about customer service and the customer environment. So they're seen as a threat to eBay, and that's why they normally give them the heave ho from that perspective. Yeah, but I would caution you from sitting back and doing nothing, because they normally for most.
I'm not seeing that doing.
Oh yeah, no. But what I'm saying is that below standard normally has a review every month or every 3 months, and they reassess your account standing. So, yeah, I would probably, like I said before, is start selling very cheap, low level items that you can source and sell multiple quantities. Because once you get to a certain threshold, you'll be reassessed on a 3 month basis as opposed to 12 months.
Yeah. It's a matter of finding. I heard. I listened to.
Go to
what
the
you
nursing
said.
home and steal teeth.
Hey,
They actually sell.
false teeth.
Yeah, there
false
you go.
teeth.
There you go. Just go to the nursing home. Yeah, hit up Granny and just give her some, rehypnol or something. Off you go.
False teeth. Definitely, there's a market for it for false teeth.
Yes, there is.
There is.
Strangely enough.
It's strangely enough, there is a market for false teeth. It's a very sick market, mind you, and I wouldn't really want to attract the customers.
Yes, no.
Maybe move into shoes and
the grungy old looking shoes that look very well worn.
Move into shoes and indulge the random photo messages that you get.
Yeah, just don't, even though they're well worn, don't list them as being well worn, because then you get them pulled off. Yes.
Yeah.
Slightly well worn.
Yes. No, you can't use well worn. Don't put well and worn next to each other.
Good condition.
Yeah. Condition is shown.
Yes, condition is shown.
Yeah.
Look.
Sandra said WTF, a funky pop. I think she means Funko Pop. And Scotty said mine was sold an old Star Wars part to America for $90. Oh, nice one, Scott.
I did see that story.
Good one.
Cool.
Good one.
Very cool. What if Matt starts a new account? Do the defects carry over?
Yeah, I could start another account, open up another store, and they said, no, your name carries through, your defects carry through. Yeah.
Everything carries across.
Because it's not the store, it's the account name.
Yeah, the funny thing is I've got 100% feedback, positive. The profile reads beautifully, the store looks good, and yet no. Yeah.
It's just
like
those defects.
You just need to find something that's very in high demand, especially this time of the year. Like, look into that. Toys. Then
buy a box of marbles and sell one marble at a time.
Definitely.
You need to find something that's hot in demand, and that will basically eBay won't throttle because they need to do that. So,
hello, Brad and Jazz. Happy Halloween. Octo turned into a ghost. Yeah.
I'm a bioluminescent octopus. Can't anyone see that in a sailor outfit?
In his Sunday best. His little
We've got a little hat on for you as well, Brad. I've been waiting for you to come in.
Sandra, the original ones are worth a lot now. Yeah.
Bushies or the
Funko Pops, as in. Oops, hang on, I lost what Graham said. Graham said my op shop selling 10 DVDs and Blu-rays for $2. Yep. Yeah. I mean, DVDs are one thing that you probably could get because you could get them relatively cheap and sell them relatively cheap. Just because all you want is that turnover. Because if you get them to turn over, they will knock the other ones off eventually.
Yeah.
Sandra says sea glass.
Sea glass.
Yeah. Jane says, have seriously thought about putting old dentures on.
Make sure they're at it.
Jane, I hate to tell you this, but they actually make them to fit a person's particular mouth. So you really wouldn't want to put them on, darling, because they would hurt your mouth.
Maybe wait till they're out of someone's mouth before you put them on.
Yeah. She says, may as well get something back for them. Yes. Well, yeah. Well, actually, I've got a few old ones lying around. I think I've still got my mum's and I've got my dad's. So I could probably sell them.
I've got mine. Sonia. No, I need those.
Yeah, please leave them in.
Yes.
we want to keep people on here. I don't think there's many denture fetish people on here.
I see. Oh, I've frozen.
Oh, look at that. She looks like one of those blobfish now. Look at you go.
I do.
Dear. Oh, dear.
Yeah. Well,
what a great.
This is what I tell you, boys and boys and girls. That be careful when the wind changes. Oh, now look, I'm running the show. Jeez, all hail the octopus.
Oh, yeah.
So Maz. What? Yeah, so George Clooney's back in the screen again.
Yeah,
This is what happens when I have to run the show.
Yes.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
like, I don't know. I reckon we should just peel off and leave Grumpy Granny to herself when she comes back. Much plan for the day. Did you get many trick or treaters come around your house?
Who, me?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
assume so.
We've had
Granny's not here.
over 700 kids, darling.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. Oh, she's back. Well, hopefully her internet's fallen over.
Yeah.
Oh, 700 kids. Whereabouts are you? You're in Melbourne, though, aren't you?
In Pakenham.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's
Yeah.
a Lego shop in Pakenham that I used to
There
frequent.
is. There
Rick
is.
James
Yeah,
Bricks.
Yes, Rick's Bricks. Absolutely fabulous shop.
Yes, it's a play on words. I'll tell you that after dark.
His shop's great though.
Yeah. No, he's actually built it up from from a very small business, and obviously got himself a little warehouse at the moment and all those different
Yeah,
things. So.
well, he had a shop in Pakenham, and then he went across to the other shopping centre areas in Pakenham, opened up a larger shop, and I think he's got another warehouse now.
Yeah, because I've been there a few times. And him and his wife, I believe that they run the show. But the sky's the limit for this stuff, right? You don't need to limit yourself to eBay. You don't need to do these different things.
Yeah.
But like aligned to what Graham was saying, maybe to get you out of the doghouse on eBay, it might be worth just selling DVDs just to move, or Blu-rays just to move.
Yeah,
just get the really cheap stuff. There's a reseller up in the Gold Coast which focuses on DVDs. Might be worth tuning into him occasionally just to have a look from that perspective. But or Brad's in the chat somewhere. I can't control the chat. Maybe have a chat to him and see which DVDs ones you're looking out for. But the cheaper the DVDs you can get, and just make sure that you keep on top of the metrics. So
yeah, and don't get any more defects.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Like I said, to be brutally blunt, your next defect will be the end of you, I think. So you probably want to keep really squeaky clean.
I was warned that any other defects and no, wouldn't be worth going on anyway. No,
well, that's right. And Rob's correct in here where he says that if you open a new account, it can be seen as fee avoidance, or because eBay links your accounts, right?
Yeah.
So they will be able to see it on the back end, and they'll throttle your traffic, and quite possibly they'll probably try and see what you're doing, and they'll give you a smack and put you on your way. Jeez, where is she? She's probably gone to the toilet. She's probably just pretending she's fallen off, and then she's on the loop. Yeah. Figsy, how are you, mate? It's good to see you again. I caught up with your latest podcast the other day. I'm halfway watching it now. It's really weird that I can't click the comments and have them come up on the screen. So I apologize in advance. I'm not the incompetent one, as you can see. Jane, yes, I know, but if someone's wants to buy them, well, that's right. Yeah, some people are right into dentures and false teeth, so there's always a market for everything.
Yes.
Anthony, evening. I just finished up doing the trick or treats with the kids. How many houses did you hit, Anthony? Did you get very many out there on the flight? Bronwyn, I know it's Halloween, but maybe the teeth are a tad macabre. Not really. All there's worse things to come across on Halloween, I suppose. Dean, I worked at a RSL or Rissol, and they were able to be sold, and hearing aids as well. Oh, okay, maybe I'll get some hearing aids. Yeah. How do you not know this, GG? Well, that's right. Well, she obviously doesn't hang out with the right old people in the nursing home by the looks of it. Yep. What were you saying, sorry?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's right. Well, Adam, if you want something cheap, DVDs, welcome to come and collect mine. There you go. You can waddle around to Adam's house and get his DVDs and possibly pick up his Uber Eats when you're there as well. Okay, fine. You have to get the right DVD, otherwise it'll just hurt the store. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't really. The problem. Yeah, like Wayno's best buddy. He always jokes as a certain DVD. I kind of think to myself, if you see more than one copy of a DVD at a thrift store or an op shop, it's probably worth not getting. There's only so many copies of Offspring and Chance you probably want to get before you start going a bit crazy. So, but like we were talking about earlier, is that maybe sea glass is what you probably need to get into. That Grady and I, I can badmouth her as much as I like. She's not here. Is that what we're going to talk about on Thursday? Is our mistakes that we've had across the years that we've been reselling. So we're trying to our deepest and darkest secrets of of our mistakes and all those different things. And I think you probably want to look at selling something that reasonably well, like your sea glass, for example. Like you said that there's no market on eBay, then you kind of flipped a bit and said, well, I haven't looked into it. So maybe that's what you potentially want to start, working out.
I had looked into it.
Hey!
Yeah, very.
She just went to the toilet. I told you this.
I did not.
I know Grumpy Granny too well, unfortunately.
I didn't actually. My computer, it was my computer, not my internet, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, lucky us. You're back.
And I wasn't sure because if I didn't know whether if I rebooted it myself, would that cut the live?
Did it?
I don't know. I didn't do that.
I don't know. We've been trying now. Try now. Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Able to rejoin. So.
Yeah. No, because I don't know. As the host, I don't think so. Because I know Wayno mentioned one of his live. Brad might know if he's still in the chat. That he had to reset his computer. I'm pretty sure, and didn't kick us out.
Okay.
We're down to K-Farm with the DVDs.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go down. Here we go. And this one, you'd have to get the right DVD, otherwise it will just hurt the store.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're already talking about the next comment.
Okay.
I can hear a faint help. I've fallen. I can't get up.
Figsy, hello. I'm good, man. Thanks. Nice.
I always enjoy the video game chat, Figsy.
Very good. Anthony, 20 plus in one suburb. Kids should be set for candy for the next few months.
Yeah. Mrs. Octopus took our kids out slithering around the neighbourhood, and I think half of Canberra was out at one stage. So.
Oh dear. Dear. Oh yes, laughies. And then Brad says 95% of DVDs aren't worth the plastic they are in, but that 5% can be awesome. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. So like you were saying, you want to look out for MASH, you want to look out for Offspring, really old shitty horror movies. I think like Bride of Frankenstein, all those different things.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Definitely. Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't listen to me. Please don't listen to me. Brad could probably attest, but the ones that are out of print that haven't come back into print, I think Wayne always talks about The Magician. There's other ones that have come across, like Albie Mengels. I came across a decent DVD with him as well. So, there's really obscure
books about Albie Mengels sell well too, surprisingly.
Yeah, so stuff like that. Yeah, if it's Charmed or Offspring or Keeping Up the Kardashians, just throw it on the ground and Buffy. No, that's right.
No
stuff like that. Send it down to Brad because Brad obviously likes it.
Does indeed. What's this says? No, you have to end the stream completely for it to end. Oh, okay. So I could reboot and could have come back. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you won't.
Yeah,
Good
if
to
you
know
push that red button down the bottom, that's how we end. Like that's how you can go for a thought break.
Yeah, funny you, aren't you? Yes. Yes. We'll probably. We'll go a little bit longer, I think, and finish up our chat. And I need to check if there's any more questions for His Highness the Octopus.
Ooh.
He looks like a panda bear from here. Or is it because my eyes are
how much have you been drinking, Maz? You told me earlier it looked like George Clooney.
Yeah, eyes are tired.
Yep, and see, look down the bottom. I've even got a little banner running there now.
Oh, yeah, it is too. Now's the time.
What are you? You snazzed it up. You're trying to show me.
You're clever.
I am. Yeah, I did a bit of studying this afternoon.
Don't tell that, Maz. She's got big enough ego as it is. That's rivaling mine.
Yes, I even worked out because I hadn't discussed it with you earlier, and we'd have to probably test it. But I've even worked out that you can now, so you can share it, the stream, so you could be streaming on your channel as well as mine at the same time.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, you knew that. Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want you getting more views than me.
That'd be right. That'd be right. You just didn't want to give me the hours.
That's right.
Yes.
How many hours are you up to now? 13?
12 and a half. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like there are any more questions, Octo.
Well, that's good. I'm always happy for no questions.
Yeah. They're
And
all.
everyone's just sitting there drooling in the wall.
That's right. We've got 30 people watching because they got all excited, I guess, when I left and wanting to know what had happened to me. So they've all come in to see what's happened.
That's right. I'm hoping that you didn't come back, but unfortunately you let them down. Look, they've dropped down to 13 now. 17 just dropped out.
Yeah, right. Good on you. Good on you. Well, Maz, thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry I couldn't have anything spectacular to tell you.
Oh, that's no different to Granny, what she's every week. So you've filled her position very well.
That's cruel. That's cruel. I just want to say.
That's cool. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Thank you very much for feeding my ego. Oh, cruel. Oh, okay.
I want to thank both anyway. I want to thank all the reselling YouTube people, whoever they are and whatever they sell. It's a real help to a little loner like me. My store's only tiny.
I'm a bioluminescent octopus.
Hey?
Continue. I'm listening. I can do 3 things at once. Unlike, unless Bronwyn.
You're part of this. No, seriously though, you've got no idea what it's like for somebody like myself, a little seller, to be able to tune in to people like yourself and listen and learn things. And
You've come to the wrong place. You're looking to learn things.
At least find out if you can try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's no skin off anybody's.
Yeah.
But the only way to learn is to listen to people like yourselves.
I think we're a bit more about entertainment, aren't we? Entertainment.
Yeah. Like we were talking about before. I strongly suggest you listen to
watch out,
as opposed to listening to us.
Rob, don't tell everybody that we're doing private coaching.
That's right, especially after our last video. We got to get to 1,000 subscribers first, then we can just take down all the videos of us peddling courses and stuff. So
yeah.
No, thanks guys.
Yeah, so because keep your eyes peeled because coming up maybe, the word's out. I heard this afternoon that there's a possibility that there's going to be a mentorship group and a course like a university course that you can do.
Yeah, well, that's right. Got to try and educate you humans into something.
Oh, dear. Just joking, folks. Someone was just having a bit of a laugh with me this afternoon and telling me that's what we're heading into. So, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, someone's heading into it, but it's not us.
Brad reckons you're like an oversized baby trying to crown.
Hey, well, yeah, where is my crown? I got a little sailor hat on. That could be my crown.
Hey, that's so funny.
Graham says, what do you think about the talk that VHS is going to go up in 2026?
Well,
yes, I think everyone should hoard it and buy as much of it as they can and hoard it up because it's going to go big in 2026.
Well, that's right. Move over Bitcoin, move over gold. VHS, we come.
Yeah, VHS. Yeah. I think it was during the week actually when one of Hairy Tornado's videos and he'd gotten his VHS back. I think it was him, or was it Kevin the Commonwealth? Anyway,
Kevin sells them.
Yeah, but they got it back from the graders. They'd had it sent it and got it graded. Like cost about $60 to get it graded. Unbelievable. Cindy says educational entertainment.
I would never say it's entertainment.
She's going to stay to hear the answer to the VHS question. I don't think wearing the crown is in line with YouTube terms of service.
As long as I don't wear a pillow sack over my head, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
Look, it always does a trick. When you say that it's time to go, we're going to go, I'm going to go. That happens every Friday night when I do my live. And I say, it's time to go. And then all of a sudden they start talking.
That's right.
And asking questions. But it is time to go. And, again, thank you, Maz. Great to have you in. You'll have to come in again one day. And Octo, well, it was about the same.
I'll say it's a pleasure, but it's not mine.
Okay, look, isn't that Kate? She's sad because there's no more. Yeah, no, it's time to go.
That's exactly right, Kate.
Yeah, I'm sure that Octo is just about expiring in that suit.
No, it's quite comfortable in this one. It's a lot easier to communicate in this one. Maybe I should be the disgruntled staff, the Stay Puft much better, man.
Brad said, to be fair, that ghost head still has more hair than I do.
Bioluminescent octopus.
You missed me before, Brad. I was saying how I'm not a beard person, but I quite like your beard, and you're keeping it very well manicured, which I think is a lovely thing. I don't like those scraggy ones, but it's nice to see a nice, well manicured beard.
Oh, Maz, you hear that? You got to pick up your beard game.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, he's a bit scratchy, isn't he? He's a bit noisy. That's the only thing. Rustly.
That's
He's a
right.
bit
I like
rustly.
it. I like it. I like it.
Anthony says, night all, don't leave.
Please let me die.
He says, don't leave, I'll have to spend time with my wife. Anthony, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, thank you all for joining us on this Halloween Eve. Hang on, I better put me a little...
She's still anything to drag it out. Yeah, she's trying to get the watch hours out. Like, she's at least going to get 3 watch hours out of this schmozzle.
Ooh. Yeah.
Marginally better.
Yep.
No.
All right, boys and girls, thank you and good night.
Good night.